Hello guys, good afternoon, and welcome back to another Dark Souls 3 stream. In this one, we're going to be taking on the bosses for these main areas that we've been in the past two episodes, the Catacombs of Carthus and the Smouldering Lake. This will be a boss fight-centric episode. We did most of the upgrading that we needed to do in the last episode, so we're pretty much going to be jumping right back into this one to take out those bosses. You're making sure that I am caught up on my stream here, first and foremost. It seems that I am. So in the last episode, we upgraded our weapon a couple times, so we actually diversified our weapon. We switched to this one. We might be doing another upgrade for our weapon as we go through. As far as our character level goes, we are in a good spot where we probably could upgrade. For the next area, we're able to be anywhere between 45 and 60. So I think if we brought ourselves up to 50, then we'd be in a good spot for the entire episode.
Well. Then touch the darkness with...
However, before we do that, I'll drop a couple things into the fire here. Picked up some soul items as we went through the last area. So we'll be slightly over-leveled for the Catacombs of Carthus. However, it won't really matter because when we go into the next area, we'll be in a good spot as far as our soul level range goes, and we'll kind of be needing to level up for the boss fight we're about to go into, as we're doing the side area first.
Welcome home, speak thy...
You could technically skip the entire Smouldering Lake if you really wanted to.
Very well, then take note.
So I think this might not even be enough for 5.
Farewell, Ashen One. Was very well then take.
So this 5, let's see, we're trying to hit we're trying to hit 40 strength by around level 60 to 75. So that gives us some flexibility to either put these points into our durability stats. Doing something like this would be a very good idea. Or even doing this would be a good idea. However, if we put in 5 to our strength, then we'll already be 3/4 of the way there. We'll only need to put another 10 in. We could put that 10 in and get to 60 and have 40 strength and be a level 60. That is kind of taking a big chance on your vigor and in your endurance. This is kind of saying I'm going to only level up 5 levels as I go through to the next area. So going into the next area, you'd put another 5 at the end before the boss fight, area after that, and another 5 at the end. So 2 areas from now, we'd be level 60, essentially. If you were to put it into durability stats, that kind of pushes it off until you're 65, 70, and by that time, you're at sort of the end of mid-game, so I'm trying to hit that 40 strength as early as I can, but it is risky to do when it comes to your endurance and your vigor and vitality. Kind of comfortable where my vitality is. I wish my endurance and my vigor were a bit higher, but this time I think I am going to take the risk and get 30 for 50. I kind of like those numbers.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
So now we can go here. We can talk to her.
Ah.
We'll just go ahead and pick up a couple things here. Let's see. What do we want to get? I suppose we'll just get some of these. We actually really need those.
Ashen one.
We can buy a little bit more stuff.
Ashen one.
That sort of optimizes us to go into the next part. I do want to check something very quickly. Back over at Catacombs. This time we're going to try to aggro it over to us. Oh, we didn't even want to come back here. Totally went the wrong way. I don't know why I thought I was going the other way. I thought I was going through this one. He's still here. Okay, though. Means she's still there. So with that information, we're going to zip over to the Demon Ruins is going to be the best place to do this from. Now, boss fight to boss fight, we might change our loadout a little bit, but I think this is perfect for what we're about to do. So we're going to grab this. And once we know he's on the way, we'll go ahead and we'll grab the other one. We're going to try to use them as a way to kind of pull the aggro around. It's really nice not getting shot at. Don't think there's anyone else around. I'm gonna go ahead and go in, do a couple buffs first. Seeing now is our first phase going into our second phase. That attack is quite dangerous. Tried to jump over it. I think he killed Sorg there. Sorg was doing a lot of damage. Now we have his explosion, ending his second phase, going into his third phase. And with that, we fall, the old Demon King. What a last move, his Mistmaster move. So yeah, that I think that loadout absolutely shredded him. I mean, we only used half of our Estus there. The Pyromancy that we cast was still on us a little bit at the end there. That did great against him. So that was very efficient. We're gonna head back to Firelink. We're gonna check a couple little quick things at Firelink because it's been a while. We've been to Firelink, but we haven't checked our boss souls and what they do in a while, so we have pretty good range. We're going to go ahead and throw a couple things in here. Another boss soul. So now we have quite a few of the demon's souls in here. We have Soul of a Demon, Soul of a Stray Demon, and Soul of the Old Demon King. So that kind of covers the bases. That Black Knight sword really did great. Absolutely great, I think. Even though it's kind of a little bit more of a dex weapon, slaving that ring actually was paid off.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is. So, happened upon any twisted souls? Ah, most illustrious Lord Seeker, or should I say, Lord Slayer? Fine kindling for the thrones, is it not? Each soul truly worthy of lordship. And all slain by thy hand, to bind them to their thrones, even in death. Oh, I have no qualms, for as we are to our thrones, thou art to thy duty. In fact, methinks thou'st helped these poor lords along their rightful path.
Interesting dialogue from him.
Ah,
So now we can actually make a good amount of these things. So anything from the Abyss, this would be good against. This is from Dark Souls 1. Artorias Greatsword. Has pretty good scaling. It's awful heavy. This is heavier, but more of a dex greatsword. Comes with a parrying dagger. These two are really good for dex builds that have some strength. This could be good. But this is really the item. I mean, equip load, getting that vitality up, that's big, so we're probably going to do that. I don't know about right this second, but that's big for us, so we're probably going to go ahead and invest in this. We have some spells in here that are pretty cool if you're into casting. Again, the rings are quite nice. So we'll be looking at that soon.
Do not be away overlong.
We'll go ahead and we'll talk to Grey Rat. Make sure we're spreading out the who we're buying things from here, so we get a little bit of everything. We're gonna look at his arrows again, see what we're low on. Don't have very many heavy bolts or standard bolts. Fire arrows are doing all right. Large arrows, we could use some.
Goodbye, and stay.
Well, that's pretty much a good little chunk of arrows that we picked up there. Now for the next boss fight, this won't be as useful to us. I think actually having the range is going to be more useful to us. So this one is now in the lead. We could upgrade this weapon. This would be deciding between the Claymore and the Zweihander. We could decide which one to bring up to +6. But I think the Zweihander... Man, this is a hard choice because... And... Close. I think the Zweihander is going to output more damage. Let me just check my math real quick. 207 plus 160 is going to be 367. Whereas 232 plus 138 is going to be 370. So this is a little better if we do this. And we can still infuse it, whereas this is already infused, so... This is going to probably be more maneuverable and probably have better crits. But we're going to output more damage. Having the ability to put more damage output with just putting a heavy gem into it later. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this. And then we're going to just go ahead... And we're gonna get some more nice items from our friend Patches. This will kind of conclude our Firelink portion of this, you know, our little interim here, our intermission. So Patches, what can we get from you that we need some of? Don't have any of these, so we're gonna get a nice little chunk. These are really the prime time, what I want, and why not? Let me get some more of these. So the sword last time that we were using was for the Demon King, because Black Knight weapons are good against demons. This time we're going to be going for range. This boss is going to be much bigger. His character model is kind of huge. He moves around a lot, so I'm not going to be able to get to him with a short weapon. This is really, I think, going to be the better play. Not having that moveset either, I think, is also going to help. So I think we're gonna take it back to the catacombs, and we're going to basically just do a quick little run over. It is definitely something that should be noted, that the stamina management is a little trickier. I mean, even there, that last hit wasn't quite getting it out as quick as I thought I would be able to, because this is a little bit more stamina intensive, I think, than even maybe the Black Knight sword was. Exactly what I was talking about, the stamina management. Although the damage per hit is better, I think the DPS is not as good. Even though it does more per hit. But perhaps, just for now, we'll do that. Claymore will definitely be next on the list to upgrade. Unless we get more strength to the point where we can just use the greatsword. Because that's a lot of... that hits good. So yeah, maybe we'll put it in there, but... we're gonna need a lot of large shards before that can happen. That might be like a late game, late mid-game thing. Get rid of that. Give me that before you fall off. We're just gonna run. Can I use the other shield? Ah, but the stamina is going to be better. So, yep, let's put on some heavier gauntlets. Yeah, that'll be good. Try summoning this person. Hopefully they show up. I'll wait a little bit, because I wasn't sure if I clicked on that or if it disappeared. Not sure if touched it or didn't touch it. He's stuff dying. Dang. That was a good fight. Sorry I had to do that to you. I'm surprised I didn't die. I'm trying to do this boss fight. Nothing will get in my way. If I can get a gold, that would be cool, but it seems like I'm having connection issues with this one. Perhaps it was because I was being invaded. I can't really tell. If he doesn't show up soon, I'm gonna just go. God, it's just not working. Come on, gold. Last try. Even throw in one of these. I'll give you a few seconds. Don't think he's coming. We're gonna go. One down. 2 down. And 3 down. Goodbye. And with that, we fall High Lord Wolnir. All right, we get a bonfire. So now that we can see, we filled this out all the way. We have, let's see, we have Old Demon King. That was the last boss that we did. And now we have High Lord Wolnir, which fills out the Catacombs of Carthus area bonfires completely. So we can go ahead and we can head back to Firelink Shrine. We see that we've opened these doors. There might be something in this room. I can't 100% remember. I always feel like there is, but I don't honestly remember. Alright, so back at Firelink. And go ahead and we can drop that in. Yep, so that was the main area boss. And then the other one was the side area boss. We brought our character level up to 50 and upgraded our 2 of our weapon levels to +6. So we've pretty much gotten through all of the things that we need to do in that area.
Aha, that looks so.
We're just checking to see what items that we have available to us. We can either make his sword, good for strength faith, or we can pick up a pyromancy. It's kind of out of range for us, so we're not really going to be too worried about that. There's some other items that are going to be better for us to get. Potentially this hammer here as its strength weapon, and we'll definitely be picking this up, I think. We'll probably come back for another stream. I'm not sure if it'll be today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Where we start to go through the next area, as that is another rather long one. It'll take a while probably to fill it out, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 episodes to go through all of it, depending on how pacing goes. We'll see what happens. But that'll pretty much wrap this episode up for the most part. We're going to be getting a couple things before we go and do our overall wrap-up. I'm going to see what his dialogue is like right now.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece.
All right, so he hasn't triggered yet, which is what I wanted. We haven't gone up that door yet, so we're still able to kind of freely go in here. I think we got all the shields. We're gonna get a crap load of these. That actually totally fills that out. We're going to get a bunch of these. Some of these.
Goodbye.
So now I would say that we're pretty much like well into early mid-game, on the cusp of going into just full mid-game. We've hit level 50. We've upgraded some weapons to +6. Actually, well, one weapon traditionally up to +6, and then another weapon that we've upgraded up to +6 in a sense. It's +3, but the way it works is that each one is worth 2, so you could say that it's about a +6 weapon. And then we've got our Claymore at +5, and a sidearm at +4, and a catalyst at +3, and we haven't upgraded any shields or anything like that. We've got some good things available to us, but that pretty much puts us in a good spot to wrap up this episode and go into the next stream, head first into the next area. Thank you guys who have watched, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.